Hello, hello. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be painting this beautiful little red truck. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing this evening? Hey Jerry, how are you? That's okay. We're going to be painting this cute little red truck today. I was inspired yesterday. We had a little Memorial Day little car show here at the park in my town. And they had little like vintage cars or like old cars. And there was a lot of cute ones. So that's what inspired this one. Hello, Terry. Welcome from Amarillo. That's awesome. Thank you for joining me. I probably should have gotten a smaller brush. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? I should have gotten a thinner brush to do here, but we're going with it. How's everybody doing? Did y'all have a very good Memorial Day weekend? Back to work, everybody? The first day after a holiday always doesn't seem like a Tuesday after a holiday weekend. I'm good, Rebecca. I did have a good weekend. Didn't do very much, but I mean, got a little bit of painting done and a few orders. And yesterday I had the door hanger of the month that I had to finish getting set up because I send those out on the 1st. So I was busy with that. But yes, I had a very, very good weekend. Hi, Mom. I'm just coating this window in this baby blue because my truck is going to be red, but I feel like in case I get anything, this color is kind of light, so in case I get red or something underneath it, you're going to be able to see it. So I wanted to go ahead and get it on there. I kind of treat it the same as if it was a white. And I got a brush that's too big for the section. So that's okay though. We're going with it. Anyway, so yeah, yesterday we had a little car show here in my town. And they had like a fireworks show and everything. And so the little cars that were, you know, at that car show, they were like those vintage cars. And of course, there was a cute little red truck and all the different colors of classics that you can think of. Super, super cute. Hello, Pam. How are you? Not the best weather in Kentucky? I hope, well, I don't know. We've had a lot of rain too. We had some rain yesterday, as a matter of fact, last night, but it wasn't too bad. There was a little bit of thunder. but we didn't have anything too bad. So this rain is getting kind of crazy. I'm kind of worried. We haven't had this much rain in a long time, I feel. Which, I mean, I guess it's a good thing because we don't need the drought either. It's just when we start getting those thunderstorms and stuff that it starts getting bad. It's a little bit scary. And the tornadoes and all that comes along with it, the hail. Thank goodness we haven't had very much of that around the area. We've had a little bit of hail and stuff, but not that it's hit here in my town, I don't think. If it has, it's been very little. All right, I think that's good. I believe that's all the window. I'm going to go ahead and do these mirrors as well. Did y'all do anything for Memorial Day? Anything fun? Barbecue maybe? Or we had my brother-in-law made a brisket, and my sister-in-law made all the sides, and they invited us to eat, and it was so delicious. Thankful for them because we got to eat pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do some white on this middle letter because I don't know if you guys know this, but when you seal a door hanger and it's got like a red underneath the white, it always turns it pink. So I don't like to do the reds. If I'm gonna have red on my door hanger, I like to do those last. So to kind of try to avoid that pink look. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but if I can, I will. I wasn't having the best internet connection earlier, so I really hope that I can go through the whole live without just without it going out on me, because I had to reset my Wi-Fi right before I came on. So hopefully you guys are able to hear me okay and see me. hopefully I'm able to complete this door hanger for you guys on a live. My hands are a little shaky today, so. Did any of you guys have graduations this weekend? I had a nephew that graduated on Friday as well. So now all those kids are out of school. Here in my town, hello Leanne, how are you? Here in my town, the kids still go to school until June the 9th, I believe, something like that. So they still have a couple of weeks to go, but I'm sure they're ready to get out. That's good, Leanne. I'm so I was watching your live yesterday and I was kind of jealous because your backyard is awesome. Right now my backyard is full of mosquitoes. With all this rain that we've been having, it's just so bad right now. I couldn't even stand to be out there. I was outside taking pictures of some of my door hangers yesterday and I could not be out there for very long. It was crazy. They're just everywhere. And then we went to eat earlier and in the parking lot getting out there was a bunch of little black things like hopping around by my feet. I almost recorded them, but I didn't get my phone out fast enough. But they were these little tiny little black things. Well, when you look at it, when you look up close, they were tiny little frogs. Oh my goodness. I'm like, where did those things come from? But there's a lot of water in my area, so I'm thinking that's where they were coming from. But it was insane. It was crazy. I wanted to record it. I didn't. Oh, I love my yard. Steve manicures the grass. Well, he does awesome. It's beautiful. And I love the colors in the trees. That's like the best thing. Our trees are all green, so, and I don't have the prettiest grass or anything. So, here in my town, we don't get, I guess we don't get as much water as other areas that we don't have the wild grass that grows. You know, we have a lot of weeds and stuff, and it's not the prettiest kind of grass and stuff. We'd have to plant our own, and then it just takes a lot of water and stuff. So we don't do it. So, but some people here in town have really pretty grass, but we don't. Oh, I forgot these. But I just love seeing people's yards and stuff when they're like really pretty. My hands are not too steady today, so I'm struggling a little bit. Trying to stay inside the lines. Hopefully I do okay though. All right. Sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet today, guys. I get focused on stuff and I just forget I'm even talking to y'all. So y'all bear with me and just watch watch me paint, I guess. And if y'all have questions, just go ahead and ask. I'll look up. I'm not much of an entertainer, so I don't know what to talk about. I run out of stuff to talk about sometimes. You guys are being super quiet today. Hello, Debbie. You're not late, girl. We're just getting started. I'm going ahead and doing these lighter colors because my truck is going to be red and I don't want my red to come through my white. So I'm trying to do the whites first so that I don't accidentally get red underneath it. But you're not late. My hands aren't very steady today, so I'm going a little bit slow. Sometimes I don't go as slow. When I'm on lives, usually I try to go slow so that you guys can see what I'm doing. But when I'm painting by myself, I don't even think about it. Sometimes I go a lot faster. Have I ever painted basket weave? I'm trying and not doing well at it. I have not. I have seen a video of it. I'm trying to think. It might be Painter's Clubhouse, but I'm not sure. But I have seen a video on basket weave before. If you want to look into that, you'd have to go into the like the membership site. Toby, hello Toby. So you made the comment about the red paint. After you seal the door hanger, it turns pink. Is that with the spray sealer as well? Yes, it is. I don't have an example for you, but most of the time it does that. Like I don't know what it is with the red pigment. It always comes through on the white, and I don't know if it's I don't even think it's like a certain brand of paint or anything, but I think it's with all red paints. It doesn't really matter. It for some reason once you put the sealer on, that red pigment wants to come through the white, and I don't know what the deal with that is. It just happened. So I try really hard not to put any red underneath my white. That's kind of why I'm doing the white before, and I did the light blue as well, so that for the same reason, because I don't know if the red will come through on the blue as well. So I forgot to do this part too on the blue. So forgot about this part. There's got to be a scientific reason for it, but yes, it does go through. It just kind of turns it even like a pinkish orangish color. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just not very pretty. Like, especially when you want the white to pop, it's not very pretty. So no red under white. Gotcha. Yeah, white under red is fine. You will have to do several coats to cover because red is kind of finicky. If you absolutely don't have to put white underneath the red, what I suggest putting underneath the red, I would put like a coral color if you have that, because it's still lighter than the red, and it'll still make it pop more. So I would suggest doing something like that underneath the red if you want it to pop more, instead of doing the white. For some reason, the white, I feel like it makes it look streaky sometimes. You have to do several coats to cover it. But yes, if you have to, white underneath the red will work. Yeah, exact problem you're having right now. Yeah, I know. So yeah, try doing, if you have like a coral color underneath it, it'll work a little bit better than the white. It just makes it kind of streaky. It's like a little trick that you kind of learn, you pick up little tricks here and there, along the way. And I've learned that for the reds, that's a good one. I mean, once you get it to cover and everything, the red will be nice and bright. If you do the white, white underneath, you just have to do several coats. There's no right or wrong, but you just have to experiment a little bit. I've just learned that makes it easier for me. A lot less coats for sure. Good. Well, right now is a perfect time to try those tricks, because since everything's patriotic right now, you're going to be using a lot of red, also during Christmas time. So it's a really good trick to learn. So hopefully you guys learn from my mistakes. They're not really mistakes. It's just trial and error. You try something and it works better, so you pass it along. Pass it along to others. Okay, that's good. I'll probably go back and add a second coat later to the white, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and do my red already. It's going to be super cute. The red I'm using is called Bright Red, and it's Apple Barrel. It's a nice, pretty, bright red. And I'll be switching to a smaller brush to do these little tiny pieces in there. I probably should have base coated this red, but I didn't. I'm going to try to do it all like this. It may need a second coat, but we'll see. Trying to be steady, but doesn't seem like it's working for me today. I don't know what the deal is today. Trying not to forget my edges, but I always end up having to go back at the end of painting something to cover my edges. Trying to remember. I'm gonna have to go back and get a smaller brush and do these tiny spaces that I'm trying to be careful about. So I asked my husband, what color should this truck be? And he said, red, of course. So red it is. I went into my letter too much. That's okay. Baby wipes, yeah. It's okay. The letters are going to be blue, so hopefully it covers. I have baby wipes right there. I just did want to get it out. They do work pretty good, though. They have gotten me out of a lot of little mistakes, for sure. I'm going to grab a smaller little brush. I don't want it to be too small, but I do want it to be small enough so I can get into these little crevices. This brush is too big for this section too, but it's okay. It worked. Trying to concentrate because I don't want to get this red all over the place. Okay. This area right here is also red. I'll come back to this area right here. Let me finish this one before I forget it. There we go. This is already looking super cute, and I'm not even halfway done, I don't think. I just love little red trucks. They're so cute. I have a neighbor that has a little red truck. He keeps it really nice and covered up. Takes it out occasionally every weekend or on the weekends and shines it up real pretty and takes it for a spin. And it's just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous little truck. I absolutely love it. Okay, trying to see if I missed any red spots. I'm gonna have to go through and do a second coat on this red, but it's looking pretty. How many of you decorate for the holidays? Everybody? It's so funny because I do this for a living and I hardly ever change out my door hanger. I guess I should, but I don't. Occasionally, if we're going to have like a gathering or something, I'll put something out, seasonal. But most of the time, I just have a year round door hanger and it's just kind of plain. You would think that I would change my door hangers out all the time, but I don't. You don't even have a door hanger on your door? Well, girl, there's no judgment here, because I don't know why. I just don't always change out my door hangers. I always think, oh my gosh, this one's so cute. I'm going to keep it for myself, and just keep it and just put it on my door every season. But I always end up selling them or something. And I just keep my same one on my door. I always end up just listing it. I'm like, it's okay. I'm making patriotic door hangers and patriotic stars pot sitters for my porch pots. I realized I make projects for others, but not for me. That's not good advertising. Yeah, I know. And the funny thing is, like, I do have a porch leaner and I do have a door hanger, but they are just very, very kind of plain. They're not anything that pops or anything like that. They're just kind of plain. My porch leaner says welcome, but it doesn't have any interchangeable. Hey, Marie. Thank you. Yeah, so I definitely need to update my decor outside. I need to up my game. Start advertising for myself, I guess, but I just don't. My husband tells me, I'm surprised you haven't made any yard art or something like that. I'm like, what's too expensive? But yeah, I make for others. I don't make for myself for sure. I'm going in and second coating this red. It's a little bit see-through. But it's turning out so super cute already. And I'm going to add a little bit of a lighter color and a darker color. I want to shade it a little bit. I don't like to leave the colors just as they are. So I'm going to add a little bit of this cardinal red to some areas, and then I'm going to mix a little bit of white to my red, just a tiny bit. My house can be seen from the road and it's probably 400 feet away. Hard to see my decorations. Yeah, that truck is so cute. Yes, Debbie. I just, I mean, you can see my porch definitely, and it looks cute. Like it's not bad, my porch, but it's just kind of plain. It's like very, um, neutral. Like I don't have any like pops of color or anything like that. So I don't know. That's just the way I like it, I guess. I'm just a neutral kind of person. If you would, my craft room is the only place with color in my house. The rest of my house is very, very, very neutral. And this craft room has all the color that I can take. This is where I do splurge on color for sure. I just added a little bit of white to my paintbrush as well, because I want to mix in a little bit here on the corners. I'm going to give it a little bit of this lighter dimension. Some areas. I have my ring light on, so it's kind of blinding in some areas, so I have to kind of look away just to make sure that I'm still okay, you know, blending okay and everything, because there's some areas that are super bright for me. Just making sure all my red is even. I'm not going to be adding too much white to it. I just want to add a little bit here on the corners to kind of make it pop just a little more. I'm just re-wetting my red paint a little bit before I add the white to it. That white overpowers it for sure. I'm gonna have to clean my brush because I got too much white on there. Way too much white. I'm gonna wipe it off a little bit on my dirty rag, because that is way too much white. Not a big deal, just make sure I'm blended in with the red. There we go. With my dirty brush, I'm just going in and adding a little bit to the mirrors, not adding any more white to it. I'm just gonna sort of go over it a little bit with my dirty brush. Like, I'm not gonna add anything else to it. I just want to add a tiny little bit of this redder, kind of pinkish red color to some areas. Okay. Top of this tailgate. Okay. I think that's all the shading I'm gonna do on this truck. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and base coat these letters. I'm gonna be using Cobalt Hue. I love this blue, by the way. It's a apple barrel. It's just a bright, really pretty blue. Oh my goodness, it's such a pretty blue. I could use navy, but I kind of wanted this to be sort of bright, so I didn't want to use a navy blue. Not a navy, yeah, navy blue, I guess. I wanted something a little bit brighter. So this cobalt is super, super pretty. But it probably will take, yeah, it's so pretty. It's such a vivid color for sure. I just wish that some of these colors, you know, would have a little bit better coverage instead of having to do so many coats sometimes. But it's such a pretty blue. I didn't want to do too dark of a navy color on here, just because the truck is super bright already. There's nothing wrong with the navy. I mean, of course, everything's gonna have like the Americana theme is always gonna be like pretty navy and stuff, but I like to change my blues sometimes just to make it a little bit brighter. Especially on a fun door hanger like this, you kind of want it to pop. Oh no, I just lost you guys on my iPad. I'm telling you. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I haven't lost you guys yet. What is going on? Okay. Now I don't know why it's sideways. Oh well, my door hanger's sideways. Um, there we go. Is that better, guys? Sorry about that. I'm telling you, I've been having problems with my Wi-Fi. I was hoping I wouldn't have any problems today, but I had to reset my Wi-Fi right before I came on live. So hopefully, we're able to complete this live for you guys today. Patriotic stuff is my favorite. It's always so vibrant. Oh yeah. It's definitely one of my favorites too. But after a while, I mean, everything turns out to be red, white, and blue all the time. So it's like, uh, I want something a little bit different. I'm ready for something else. I knew that, these next coming weeks, I was going to be doing a lot of patriotic. So that's basically all I cut this past week. All my door hanger blanks that I cut were patriotic because that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, concentrating on these next couple of weeks. I may change it up one of these days because I do want to do like a Father's Day one of these days, but for the most part it's going to be patriotic. So just for the next couple of weeks, and then I'll change it up to something else. I do want to do a couple of summer ones too. So the first of the month is always my favorite, just because I get all my templates from the template clubs and stuff. So I have new ones to, pick from for the months that every month I decide that I want to do a couple of new ones, or, I pick my absolute favorite ones, and those are the ones that I have in mind that I want to paint for you guys. And, not only that, just to kind of add to my page and everything. So I get to pick from new designs at the very beginning of the month. And I'm excited about the next few, this next batch that I just got. So you guys switch spots on me. This internet, oh my goodness. Better not let me down today. Seems like it's been crazy. We've been losing power as well. Last night we lost power for a little while, or this morning rather. It seems like it's been a lot lately. Like, we've lost power within this last week. We've lost power a few times already due to like the storms and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, so annoying. And then two or 3 days ago, we were without cell phone service. Somebody keeps on cutting or messing with our like the wiring or something. I don't know what they keep saying that it is, but they say that people dig and people mess up the wiring, and I don't know. But it leaves a whole town without without signal. And even like the stores and stuff, like the grocery stores and everything, they're not able to do credit card transactions or anything like that. So it's really annoying. It happened a few days ago. And it happened last year a couple of times, and it was so annoying because I had AT&T as well for my internet service. So we ended up switching internet provider. So now I'm able to do like have a little bit of communication when when the AT&T power like service gets interrupted, and everybody's kind of going nuts. Everybody that only has like AT&T Wi-Fi and stuff, and cell phone service and everything, like there's no service at all for them, so they're going nuts. It happened during graduation. Actually, it was on Friday. Throughout the whole day I had no service at all on my phone. Only like I said, only my Wi-Fi, And then when they finally got it restored, I was able to watch part of my nephew's graduation, but it was really spotty, so I missed him walking the stage and everything. I was so upset because I missed it. Like, golly. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys decide. I was gonna do stripes on my S, red stripes on my S, but I'm also doing stripes on these little banners. So what should I do? Should I do something different on the banners, or should I do something different on the S? I'm gonna let you guys help me today. I want stripes somewhere, like red stripes somewhere, but I'm gonna let you guys help me decide. While you guys do that, I'm gonna go ahead and paint my bumper. Polka dots maybe. Looks great so far. Hi Megan, how are you? And thank you. Are you saying polka dots on the banner or on the letter? Oh, thank you, Megan. Everyone's being so quiet today, so I don't even know who's on here. I wish StreamYard would let me know who's on here. When I'm live on Facebook, it tells me, so and so is watching or something. But um, on StreamYard, it doesn't tell me who's on here. So y'all have to say hi to me. I'd probably do dots on the banner since there's a lot of red around it. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I am still going to be outlining it in black though, so that's going to make a difference too. The eagle that you painted the other day turned out so pretty. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love that eagle. It's so pretty. I I liked it better with the different flowers though. I didn't like the white outlining on them, and if I would have outlined the flowers in black, it just wouldn't have popped as much either. So, once I went in and did the flowers with the shading, I think it made a big difference on it. I could have probably outlined it with like a light blue or something, and that would have looked pretty good as well, I think. But I chose to do the white, and I wasn't in love with it, so I had to change it. It's so funny though because I had been wanting to paint that one for a long time. I had it there for the longest time, and I never got around to painting it until last week, and I absolutely love it. Loved it. I knew it was going to be gorgeous. I'm trying to make my streaks go away. This silver's kind of funny. If you pick up your paintbrush in between, it leaves like a streak. So I'm trying not to leave too much streaks behind. I'm trying to smooth it out as much as I can. Oh, thank you. It takes practice, trust me. It wasn't like I wasn't always able to do them like that. I really love flowers, so I really like to practice them, and it just takes practice. That's all I can say. You can, it's trial and error and everything, but I don't know. Sometimes it just takes practice. Some days they're going to turn out better, and some days they're not going to be as pretty, and you just never know what day you're going to get today. So, um, hopefully I don't get out of my line too much. Trying to freehand stripes is a little bit difficult. But it's okay because they don't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of a consistent little gap in between them. I don't care that they're not perfect because I didn't feel like taping the area or anything, so they're just gonna be sort of okay lines. Trying to be kind of careful with them, but they don't have to be perfect. I'll go back in with a smaller brush and kind of just fix them a little bit. Just trying to get my lines in there as consistent as possible. Turn this around a little bit. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to go back in with a smaller brush and fix all these lines, so just don't worry about them. All right. I think that's good. The reason I used the bigger brush is because I kind of wanted the lines to stay consistent on the sizing. So I just used the width of my brush to make them. Then I go back in and I kind of clean them up with my smaller brush. But I'm not being too steady today. Some of the areas I'm picking up some of the red that hasn't dried yet. So it's leaving a little white splotch. Not good. Anybody celebrating any June birthdays this month? I have a sister that's celebrating a birthday today, and another sister that's celebrating their anniversary today. So I'm sure they're out right now celebrating, having a nice dinner or something. Okay, we're almost done, guys. I'm going to dry this real quick so that I can add another coat to some of these little areas where it picked up the red. Okay. I'm going to see how big of a, you know what, I'm going to use an eraser. I need to find me a new pencil because I want little polka dots for the banner. So give me a second. Let me find one that has a good new eraser. This one's pretty good. You want to make sure the eraser is pretty good on it, just so that it makes a nice pretty polka dot. Some of these are going to be out of the banner. It's okay. Thank you, Myra. Right. These little polka dots are a little bit tedious because there's a lot, but if I would have put big polka dots, it wouldn't have looked right, I don't think. So it's okay. We'll just wait and be patient. I always love to see the end result. When all the details start coming together, that's my favorite. I can't get that one. There we go. Finally. Y'all can use anything to make these little polka dots. I just wanted something small so the eraser works perfect. I have also used like a wooden dowel that's a little bit thicker than this to do polka dots when I need small ones. Just get creative. I used to do nail art on my nails sometimes, and I would use like the back of pins to do little polka dots or little flowers. So just whatever you have. Okay. There we go. I love it, love it, love it. Now, before I do anything else, I do think I want to add, I want to add something to my letters. And I'm thinking what I'm going to add. I was going to do stars, but I don't think I'm going to do stars anymore. I'm going to do polka dots, but I do want to do them a little bit bigger, so let me get a little sponge dauber. Love it, Marie. Thank you. And a little sticky note. Let's see. I need a little bit of a bigger paint palette. I'm going to be doing the blue bonnet color. I'm going to be doing polka dots in that color for the blue. Hopefully it turns out as cute as I think it will. We'll see. I think it looks pretty good. Move it down just a little. And I didn't need it here, but you never know. Got a little bit in there. Probably shouldn't have put that one there, but it's okay. I kind of felt like it needed something there, so it was going to be too big of a gap. Let me see, how can I do this? I'm trying to cover this one a little bit so that I can, I'll probably have to go back to it because I don't want to put my paper on top of it, so I can get the rest of this dot on here. There we go. Yeah, I'll wait till it dries just a little and I'll come back to it. Let's do this letter now. This one's not going to take as many. It's hard to get these ones on the corners because I'm just kind of gonna get it with the sponge. Not trying to mess it up too much, but just kind of going in there and turning it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the corner ones that have like little gaps in there, it's a little bit more difficult to get those. So okay. There we go. I think that's it. Let's go back to this one. Hopefully it's dry enough. Hopefully I lined it up correctly. Yeah. That's good. I'm not going to be too picky about it. And did I miss any? Maybe this one here. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. All my red's not dry completely, so I'm kind of scared to put one here, but I'm going to do it anyway. I feel like there was too much blue there. There we go. Awesome. Looks so pretty. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's do our tires. I'll move that before I drop it. think that's pretty good. Unless y'all feel like I'm missing anything. Now I'm just going to outline everything and we should be good. Good to go. Hopefully I can be pretty steady. I'm thinking I may use... Hello, Pam. How are you? My live I just had was a hot mess, but funny, I survived it. Oh, I've had several of those, Pam. So I'm thinking I should use a paint pen, but I don't know. I don't like to use paint pens, so you guys know that already. So let's see. I'm just thinking that I'm not going to be as steady as I always am today, because I'm very shaky for some reason. So I may have to do the paint pen. What happened, Pam? On your live? Why was it so funny? Tell us about it. I mean, I guess we can go back and watch the replay. Yeah, I'm gonna switch, guys. I'm gonna switch to the paint pen. As much as I don't want to. But I think I'm not gonna be very steady today, so. And I ran out. My Posca pen's just not working very good anymore, so I'm gonna have to use the Painter's brand of paint pen. Because I need to order some new Posca pens. I just haven't gotten around to it. Gotta make sure and shake it really well. I went to shake a bottle of paint. The lid was not closed all the way. Went everywhere, especially on my new shirt. Oh no, Pam. Oh my goodness. That's not good. I bet you cried. Oh no. Or you wanted to anyway, right? Sometimes when things go wrong on here, it's like, I'm like, well, you know, why don't these things happen to me ever when I'm just here by myself painting? You know, it always has to be on a live. But it's okay. It happens. It always makes for a good laugh, though. After the stress is gone. it's crazy. Hello, Erica. How are you? Makes life more memorable. Those are the ones that get shared like crazy. Yeah, I know. Even though we wish we would, like, people would just forget, but they kind of go crazy, right? This is also Wallace House Designs truck template. Of course, you all know that I changed the colors on things, so this one wasn't originally supposed to be a red one. It's actually like a silver or gray truck, and the USA is a different color and everything as well, or different colors. So let me just so you guys know, in case y'all are looking for that template, you're not gonna find it. Just this color, because I always have to change everything up. I like to be different, I guess. It just keeps it real. Sure wish you were close enough to come to my event. I know, Pam. It's crazy. I just bought my ticket for Wallace House Designs event that she's having in September. But I mean, I sure wish I could make it to everyone's, It would be awesome. When is your event, Pam? My spring bike fiasco is still the most viewed and shared. Golly. Well, it could be worse. Y'all could have been painting in the dark. Let's just let's just be real. I wish I could make it to everyone's events always. Like, this is amazing. This is so fun, and I absolutely love to paint. And of course, I would absolutely love to meet every single one of you. But it's just hard. Hard to do all the things. Thank you, Pam. August 28th, one day. August 28th. And it's in North Texas, right? I'm going to have to look at your little I thought you had put like a post or something. I'm sure you did. I know I saw it already, or I've heard it mentioned, so I'm going to have to go back and look through everything. But if it's a one-day event, I may be able to convince my husband to maybe drive me over there. I don't know. That's a little much to ask, though, because I don't know what he would do all day. I guess I could drive myself. Trying not to miss any spots, so I'm kind of taking it back a little bit. I'm just outlining everything just so that it pops really good. Sherman, Texas. It's on my website. Okay, I'll go back and look at it. youngatheartcreations.com. It's at a game center. He would have fun. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into it, Miss Pam. I don't promise anything, but I'll look into it for sure. I wish I could get him to paint with me too. That way we could both do events and stuff together, but he won't. I know I want to attend all of them too. It's just not possible. Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard to do everybody's, you know. Especially cuz nobody lives here close by. I mean, if it was a couple of hours away, it'd be different. But, you know, once it starts being like, oh my gosh, I lost y'all again. Let me try to get it back. My Wi-Fi. Let's see. On 2 screens. There it is. Yeah, I'm almost done, guys. There we go. I'm just going to add a little bit of white. And we're done because my life keeps on trying to die on me. And I don't want that. It's close to 2 hours already, so. Okay. Add a little bit to my truck. A little bit inside my mirror. And I want a little bit here on my tailgate as well. A little bit on this mirror. Okay, and a little bit here on this tailgate. All right. I think a little bit more here on this glass. Do y'all see anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. Let me close up this white before I spill it. But here we go, guys. Super, super cute. I love this truck. Absolutely love it. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for hanging in there with me, even though my screen kept on turning off. But at least we made it through the 2 hours of live. So thank you guys so much for being here again, and just for hanging in with me this Tuesday. So we'll see you guys again next Tuesday, and hopefully you guys talk a little bit more this time. Y'all were very, very quiet this time. So anyway, but yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.